As a part of our presentation of Hindu shrines and temples in our Indian Pilgrim Tours Bharat Tirth Yatra YouTube channel, we present about temples in Varanasi or Kashi. Kashi got the unique position on the will of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. Varanasi is the abode of lords of Brahma, Shiva and Vishnu. Varanasi has several means of transport and is easily accessible. Varanasi is well connected with trains from all the cities of the country. Varanasi town is 20 kilometers away from airport. There are mid-range and star hotels besides ashrams and choultries to stay and meals. Most ashrams and choultries in Kashi do not provide free accommodation. The details of choultries and ashrams available for accommodation and meals in Varanasi have been explained in the separate article. Sin and virtue acts performed in Kashi shrine will get multifold results. It is said that Pinda Pradhan performed to the deceased persons in Varanasi during Pushkar, their souls will be liberated. During the time of Pushkar, Pinda Pradhan performed to the deceased in any tirth of the catchment area of Ganga, the souls of the deceased will be liberated. Devotees perform Kashi pilgrimage during Pushkar can visit famous temples along with Pushkar duties. It is said that the pilgrimage will not complete without visit of Vishweshwar Jyotirling, Dandi Vinayak, Ma Annapurna, Ma Vishalakshi, Kalabhairav and Vyas Kashi in Varanasi. River Ganga flows south from Haridwar towards Kashi and flows north from Kashi. Dandi Vinayak or Sakshi Vinayak temple located before Vishwanatha temple near Annapurna temple. Pilgrims visit Lord Ganapati at the beginning of the pilgrimage as witness of their arrival to Kashi and to obtain his blessings for completion without any disturbance. Dandi Ganapati appears on the left of the entrance to Vishwanath temple. The red glittering Dandi Ganapati idol is different from other Ganesha idols and has silver hands, trunk, feet and big ears raised just little above the pathway and looks slightly bent. Though the Ganesh statue on the pedestal is unique, it does not appear to be in the temple. Maratha Peshwa said to be constructed the temple. Kashi Viswanath of Varanasi is the 9th Jyotirlinga. The temple is located on the west bank of the Ganges. Vishweshwar means head or deity of the universe. The temple was attacked and damaged several times during the Mughal period. The temple was finally damaged during the reign of Aurangzeb and a mosque was built in the site. Later, the temple was built by the Queen Ahilya Bhai attached to the mosque. The temple came under the control of the state of Uttar Pradesh in 1983. The Viswanath temple is one of the 5 high-income earning temples in the country. It is believed that all people irrespective of gender of Taurus zodiac sign will be relieved from all hurdles in their life by worship of Viswanath Jyotirling. Annapurna Mandir known as Annapurna Mata Mandir is most famous Hindu temple. This temple is nearer to Viswanath temple. The temple has great religious importance. Annapurna is the Hindu goddess for nourishment and is the incarnation of Ma Parvati. Maratha Peshwa Baji Rao constructed the temple. It is believed that the raw rice used in worship of Ma Annapurna will be distributed as prasad and has great importance. Pilgrims put the rice in the rice storage of their house and believe that the god is blessed to keep the storage with full of rice. There is a legend that Parvati incarnated in Kashi as Annapurna Devi. Lord Shiva became a beggar and began to beg because of the sin of Brahma Hatya since Lord Shiva beheaded the 5th head of Brahma. Lord Shiva indulges in begging and forgets the importance of life-sustaining food for mankind. Ma Parvati withdrew food from the world and came to Kashi to convey the importance of food to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva came to Kashi because he could not see the hungry of the devotees. Shiva saw Parvati in Kashi serving food to devotees in the form of Annapurna. Shiva stood with skull as bowl for food. Ma Annapurna served a ladleful food into the bowl of Lord Shiva. The hungry of Lord Shiva satisfied with the food and he gets free from his sin. Ma Parvati settled in Kashi in the form of Annapurna Devi at the request of Lord Shiva. Every year 3 days, i.e. from the day before Diwali to the next day after Diwali, the golden Annapurna idol will be exhibited in the temple for vision of the devotees. Lakhs of devotees visit the golden Annapurna Devi. According to Kashi Khand, Ma Parvati desired to know the details of the holy tirth in Kashi from Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva explains about Chakreshwar Shivling and said that it is powerful and auspicious due to the presence of Sri Chakra on the Shiva Ling, and Chakreshwar should be worshipped with purity and initiation under the supervision of a dedicated guru. Chakreshwar or Yantraswar Shivling is located on the right side at the entrance of Annapurna temple. The temple always kept open and the devotees can visit Lord Chakreshwar at any time. Special puja can also be done in the temple with the local priest available in the temple. Vishalakshi Shakti Peeth is the 17th Shakti Peeth among the 18 Shakti Peeth in the country. Vishalakshi Shakti Peeth is located near Vishwanath Temple at Mir Ghat or Manikarnika Ghat on the banks of river Ganga. There are two idols in the sanctum. The festival idol is big and the smaller idol behind the festival idol is the Shakti Peeth. The Ma is worshipped as Adi Vishalakshi by the devotees. It is believed that the name Vishalakshi came to the goddess who saw the glory of Vishwanath with wide eyes. The earlier name of Varanasi is Kashi and hence the goddess is popularly known as Kashi Vishalakshi. Vishalakshi temple is mentioned in Devi Puran. Among the 64 ghats on the banks of river Ganga in Varanasi, Manikarnika Ghat is the most important among the ghats. It is said in the Puranas that all the deities take bath in Manasarovar at the Kailasa peak every morning before sunrise and worship Lord Shiva and Parvati. Similarly, it is said that the deities take bath in Manikarnika Ghat at 12 o'clock every day in the afternoon and worship Lord Vishwanath. Hence, the devotees take bath at Manikarnika Ghat at 12 noon. Relatives used to perform Shraddha Karma to their deceased ancestors to attain moksha. There is a dilapidated Ratneshwar temple or Matru Krishna temple built in 1825 to 1830 at Manikarnika Ghat. This temple is taller than the Leaning Tower of Pisa of Italy built in 1372, which is said to be the eighth wonder of the world. This temple of 74 meters high, leaning at an angle of 9 degrees is located at Manikarnika Ghat. The Pisa Tower is 54 meters high with an angle of only 4 degrees. There are different stories about the structure. In some books it was mentioned that the construction built during the reign of Raja Man Singh about 500 years ago. In another version is that it was constructed between the years 1825 to 1830. It is not mentioned anywhere in the textbooks or in the history, though it is a world wonder. In the temple, Manikarneshwara appears in the form of Ling. The temple is open in all times. Kal Bhairav Mandir is one of the oldest Shiva temples in Varanasi, India. Situated in Bharonath, Vihaveshwarganj, this temple has great historical and cultural importance in Hinduism, especially amongst the locals. Every pilgrim in their Varanasi pilgrimage must visit Kalabhairav Mandir. It is believed that Kalabhairav will report the presence of the devotees to Lord Vishwanath. There are 3 Siva Linga established and served by Veda Vyas in Vyas temple of Ramnagar on the other side of the river Ganga to the east of Varanasi, who was exiled from Kashi by Lord Shiva. The first ling represents Veda Vyas, the second represents Sukdev, the son of Vyas who explained Bhagavat to King Parikshit, and the third represents Kashi Vishwanath among them. This temple is named after sage Veda Vyas who wrote Mahabharata. It is known that sage Vyas built a temple in Ramnagar and lived there as there was no admittance to him in Kashi since Lord Shiva ordered Vyas to live on the other side of river Ganga from Varanasi because of his high pride. Many swords, palanquins and guns used by the earlier kings were preserved in the museum of the fort. Vyasa Mandir is a must-visit place and the mandir is thronged with visitors throughout the year. It is believed that Kashi Yatra would not be successful if Vyasa's Kashi had not visited along with Kala Bhairav. Varahi is said to be the sister of Lord Shiva. The temple located at a distance of 150 yards to Dhasaswamed Ghat and Man Mandir Ghat. Pilgrims may take guidance to reach the temple from local people. The temple kept open from 5:30 am to 8:30 am. The temple will remain closed in the entire day after Harati. Varahi is powerful goddess and established in an underground room. 2 marble plates on the ground above to the room will be opened and pilgrims may make visit the goddess through the holes only. Pilgrims could not see the awful idol directly. The pilgrims are not permitted to enter into the ground level. The local story is that the goddess will have soft shade which allows seeing the goddess directly, and the other the angry shade which is awful and could not visit directly. Kasi Khan discloses that the persons worship Ma Varahi will not suffer with any dangers. Varahi Devi is the incarnation of Varah Sakti and protects Varanasi from evil planets. It is believed that Varahi guard Varanasi in the night time and return before sunrise. People except those specially worshipped will not bear the angry shade of Varahi. A king asked Puthana to dedicate the legend being Varaha in Mahabhagavat. Puthana refused to do so and informed the legend will be submit to Sri Rama. The king arrived with huge army to collect the legend forcibly. The king was obstructed by a big wild boar and he asked pardon from Puthana. Puthana informed that Varahi protected him. Devotees believe that Varahi in Varanasi will protect from all troubles in their life.